Good, everybody, it's your boy, Taco, and today we're back with another video, and today we are going to be ranking, I've done that in 2 straight videos now, we are going to be ranking every single team's wide receiver, and we're doing wide receiver 1s, I'll probably do wide receiver 2, I think I'm going to do running backs next, and then wide receiver 2, because the quarterback video did really well, it got like a lot of views, so yeah, we're going to keep on doing this. And starting off with number 32, I had Nico Collins of the Texans. Look, I don't care if you think Nico Collins is a wide receiver 1. Robert Woods, that's probably what most people would think. I still pick Nico Collins because that's just what it said when you search up Texans depth chart. John Mechie, even wide receiver 1. Tank Dell. No matter who, they're number 32. They just all suck. So, I don't really have too much to say about them because, well, I don't even know that much about them because they all stink. Moving on to number 31, it's Treylon Burks of the Tennessee Titans. This team has the worst receiving core in the league. Past them, you have Nick Westbrook-Ikini. Sucks for a wide receiver 2. And I don't even remember their wide receiver 3. They should get that guy from the XFL, Pearson. But, anyways, Treylon Burks, I mean, he was okay in his rookie season. He didn't have, I remember he had one pretty good game, but he didn't get too many targets, too many catches. He's kind of unproven, but we have to put him down there because we have a lot of good guys on this list. I would say I would be fine with anybody. I would be great with anybody 21 and up on this list. Number 30 is Marquez Valdes-Scantling, and yeah, you're seeing a guy on the Chiefs be this low. The Chiefs don't have this amazing receiver. They've gotten rid of Tyreek Hill, they've gotten rid of Sammy Watkins, but they just have a bunch of good ones. They have McCole Hardman, they have him, they have Kadarius Toney, they have Sky Moore. They don't have McCole Hardman, sorry, but you know, they have the other two. They just find a way to make it work because they have Patrick Mahomes and they have Travis Kelce. But overall, the actual receiving group sucks. And Marquez Valdes-Scantling is just the best guy. Number 29, I have Christian Watson. Yes, I did change this. Christian Watson. I know that I'm going to get a little bit of hate for this. Not amazing. He had a good rookie year. He had a better rookie year than Burks, but that's why I put him ahead of Burks. He had an okay rookie year. But is there really... There's nothing proving he's going to be a wide receiver 1. And there's nothing proving that he's going to really be that good. And my freaking computer shuts off. You going to turn back on? We're back. I guarantee you this is going to shut off sometime again, but we're back for the time being. Number 28 is Darius Slayton on the Giants. Again, another team that just doesn't have a quality wide receiver 1, but they found a way to kind of make it work last year. I mean, he's the best guy. I would say he's a little more proven than everybody else below him, but he still isn't somebody to really love or really write home about. He's just okay. But okay really drops you this far down in a list like this. There's just so many good receivers. Number 27 is DJ Chark, another guy who I thought would be much higher. I have him over Thielen right now. There's just not too much to say about him. Just, he's good. He's not great, but he's good. Yeah, he had an alright season with the Lions last year. Number 26, I have Drake London. He had a good rookie year, and I think that he will improve. I would say that his rookie year was better than Christian Watson. That's why I have him ahead of Christian Watson. Overall, I think that he can take a big step up. I think that he will take a big step up, and I have high hopes for him. Number 25 is Courtland Sutton. This surprised me that he was this low. Courtland Sutton is a great receiver. Courtland Sutton, yeah, he had a bit of problems. Really, 2021 was all right, but 2020 and 2022, not only did he not play, he either didn't play or played like trash, but I still think that he can come back. He's going to do all right. New scheme. No Nathaniel Hackett. That's the big thing. Number 24 is Juju, another guy who I was so surprised to see this far down. But Juju for the Patriots, he's just turned into this all right kind of consistent receiver. Nothing amazing. His best season was like 4 years ago. He still is now in his 7th NFL season and is going to be 26. So you have that going, but he's just all right. It was so funny when he signed with the Patriots and there was all the memes going around because of how he used to like flip off Patriots fans and stuff. But yeah, number 23 is Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman, he's a good receiver one. He's a guy that you can deal with. He's a guy that you're going to have to deal with a young quarterback. And I think that with a young quarterback, it's okay. This is the best receiver for those 3 young quarterbacks. And he can work with them. I know that he's not a little quick, short guy. Quick, short when it comes to the route guy. That will make his life maybe easier, make Anthony Richardson's life maybe easier, but still a good receiver, a great receiver to have. Nothing that I would complain about, but not better than 22 other guys. Number 22, Diontae Johnson. I was, again, so surprised to see him this low. I'm not going to say that anymore. Maybe until you get to I am going to say that a lot of times later in this video, but he's really solid. I know that he didn't have any touchdowns last year, but he gets catches, he gets yards, he gets clutch catches and clutch yards, even though it just didn't result to him going in the end zone last year. Number 21 is Garrett Wilson. Great rookie receiver, a guy who I could see in the top 10 next year. But again, this low, it's so surprising. I'm not going to do it. Maybe. But with Aaron Rodgers, we're definitely going to see a benefit with his production. But, he was really good with everything. He was pretty consistent. Wasn't particularly the best at anything, but that's just, it's just the way that he plays. And speaking of a guy who's just all right at everything and that just makes him really good, also a little bit controversial at number 20 is Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley, a great receiver when he was on the field. Now, did we really see too much from him? We haven't seen too much from him as a true wide receiver one. What we saw in 2021 was... Actually, no, in 2021 he didn't even play that much because of his mental stuff. So we really just have not seen him as a wide receiver one, but I think that he can develop into one. And we see guys like Juju not really be able to take on that role, at least the way that maybe they could. But he's good. He's good. It's going to be a learning curve. That's what I was trying to get to. But yeah, number 19 is Odell Beckham Jr. You take a team in the Ravens that really need a wide receiver, and you get another guy who, you just don't really know too much about because he didn't play last year. When he played, he was either a bum as a wide receiver one or a good wide receiver two. There is a lot of players that are just better as wide receiver twos, the way that the defenses will fluster out. A lot of the mental guys, the guys that are better mentally, they're able to be wide receiver ones, but all of these freak athletic people, those are good at wide receiver two. But, Beckham, he's good, and when he was a wide receiver one earlier in his career, he played good. I just don't really know, especially with all the injuries that have happened, what's going to happen to him, but I think that 19 is a good ranking. Speaking of 20 and 19 being hard to rank, I was going to just leave this person completely off the list. Number 18 is Michael Thomas. I hate this man with a burning passion whenever it comes to, if I want good football. Because you know that, like, one of the best 3 receivers in the league, maybe, is just not playing. And you might say, well, that's just in 2019. 2020, he started off the season well. 2021, he didn't play. 2022, the first game, he caught 2 touchdowns on a guy who allowed 0 touchdowns before in the season before, and who only allowed 1 touchdown for the rest of the season. And then he just disappeared. You never know what to expect with this guy. He has the record for catches, has the record for every single Saints receiver statistical category. Just what's happening? Nobody knows. Number 17 is DJ Moore. Again, another guy who I think is just way too low, but I'm not putting him above any other guy. He's a great receiver. I do think that with some people, they would have him maybe 12 to 14, but I don't think that the bad quarterback play really affected him so much like people say that they did, because at the same time with bad quarterback play also just was bad offense. And bad offense means that you get the ball a ton, so you should be able to produce when you're the guy who should be getting the ball the most. So I think that it almost cancels out with him. So that's why I have him at 17, maybe not as high as some people. But still, they're 16 guys better, and I was so surprised to learn that they're 16 guys better, and they're on 16 different teams. Number 16 is DK Metcalf. I'm not going to say it, but he is just, I mean, he's a dog. He's physically a beast. He's a highlight reel machine with just the physical catches that he can make and everything. It's great. It's great. He's great. Great. But 15 guys better. Number 15 is Keenan Allen. Maybe a guy that people have forgotten about because of his injury. And yeah, he's not going to have the same amount of production. And yeah, hamstrings are always just kind of an unknown. But he's good. He is good. He is very good. Whenever he's on the field, he's a nice security blanket, which goes really well with now you have, you always had Mike Williams. Now you have Quentin Johnston, and Josh Palmer can't be just ruled completely out of this offense, probably. But number 14 is Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin, just a very great receiver, has had bad quarterback play, but it's kind of the same thing with DJ Moore, except I just think that he plays better. He's a great deep threat, has great speed, has great almost everything. He's maybe not a 50-50 ball kind of guy. Sorry, my teeth feel weird for some reason, but I think that they're good. He's just all right. I think that I said that for like number 29 or 30, but he's very good. Okay, number 13. Maybe a guy that you guys won't agree with. Maybe guys that you want to switch with DJ Moore. Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper had a great season last year. He had, I think, 9 touchdowns. I think like 1,200 yards. He was really good, and somebody that I think that a lot of people don't give as much credit as they should to. But, I mean, he's also just kind of a guy that's good at everything. His production will maybe get better with Deshaun Watson, but you don't really know. But, yeah. Number 12 is Mike Evans, another guy that has maybe benefited from great quarterback play, but definition of consistency, always gets 1,000 yards. He's great. He's great. Okay, there's not too much to say about him just because he's very physical and just good at everything else. Number 11, a guy that was pretty tough to grade, especially because I don't even know if he's going to be on this team. That's DeAndre Hopkins. He was top 5. Then he just has had a few seasons where he just hasn't been it. He had the steroid suspension. I think that 11 is just the best place where I could put him. Simple as that. Number 10 is Deebo Samuel, a guy who was definitely top 5 in the league before. Then he requested the trade. He got the contract, and they haven't used him as much. That's just the truth. But he still is a great receiver. He still does get a good amount of targets. He still is a great receiver, very fast. You can use him almost all over the field. He's a wide back, but we have him as receiver on this list. Yeah. Number 9 is Ceedee Lamb. It pained me to put him this high. He's a great receiver. He freaking torched the Eagles. He's a single reason why the Eagles lost that freaking game. I'm still so mad that the Eagles didn't pick him. I didn't even want Justin Jefferson. I wanted him and I wanted T. Higgins. But it would be fine if we got Justin Jefferson. But when you were right there and you decide, and I know how the way that this, but you won't give up a second-round pick to move up and get Ceedee Lamb. I know what that second-round pick turned into. Shut up. We're looking at it on the draft day. But he's just great. Number 8, a guy that you guys aren't going to agree with, Amon-Ra St Brown. I put 2 Lions players way ahead of where people believe that they should be. And I am standing my ground on both. He is amazing. He's just great at everything. He just gets the ball and he just runs. He gets the ball a lot. And he just finds ways to get open. The ball isn't necessarily schemed to him, but it feels like it. Just gets the ball and just does stuff. Number 7 is A.J. Brown. You're looking at just a freak of nature, really. Super fast, super strong, super physical. Just able to do kind of everything. Maybe the route running is the reason why he's not, top 3. But it still is all right. He just is able to do so much. I'm sorry, the basketball, the Lakers and the Nuggets are on. Number 6 is Jamarr Chase, a guy who just good. He's just good. He missed a few games last year. He's just good. He just gets the ball and he scores. He scores a lot. He gets a lot of streak routes and he scores on them. Yeah. Number 5 is Stefon Diggs. Kind of the same thing with Amon-Ra St Brown. He just gets the ball and he works. Led the league in receiving a few years ago, I think. Just gets the ball and goes to work. That's simple. Number 4 is a guy who maybe some people would rank a little bit lower because of last season, but overall he is going to get upwards of 200 targets this year. Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, again, he won a Super Bowl, and that's just the kind of the thing with this whole Rams team, and you'll see it with every single one of these rankings. They can't be that bad because you saw them win a Super Bowl. But, I mean, he missed a lot of time. When he was in, he was on pace for even more catches than before. So, he's just very good. Duh. Number 3 is Davante Adams. You gotta know with Davante Adams, what was I going to... Forget it. Number 3 is Davante Adams, and he is just good. He's the best. He's probably still the best route runner in the league. He's the best at just making the catch. It doesn't have to be an insane aggressive catch, but he doesn't drop the ball, and he doesn't mess up. He's just really good. Number 2, fastest guy in the world, maybe. He's good. Tyreek Hill, very fast, very fast, very fast. Bailed out to a very fast. Just speed. With him, speed. And number 1, just kind of everything. Maybe not the speed of Hill, but the speed of Jamar Chase, the catching of Davante Adams, the route running of Stefon Diggs, Justin Jefferson. I still hate that the Eagles didn't draft him, but Justin Jefferson at number 1. Maybe, he is genuinely a shot if he can stay relevant for a while, the longevity, which I think that a lot of his routes are towards the sideline, so he can do that. He's going to be one of the best receivers of all time. that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure that you drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.